Get your story out there and what you're doing. And naturally, we're kind of passionate people and we give off that excitement. And people want to be in real estate, but a lot of times they don't know how. Was there something you had in mind that 10 houses a month would bring you a certain thing? Or was it
Yeah.
just that? Okay, go ahead.
Well, this is embarrassing. Some other guy in one of those networking groups stood up and said he was buying 10 houses in a month. And I looked at him and I'm like, dude, I'm better than you. And I was
Yeah.
like, and
That is so easy to do, or so easy to fall into that. I've
I
fallen
was like,
into
if you can do it, I can do it. And
yeah.
unfortunately, that was as well thought out as that plan was. And, but I mean, I have no regrets. I mean, I enjoyed what I did for a long period of time. I was very passionate about it. But yeah, we as entrepreneurs, we just set arbitrary goals sometimes, and they don't really
Yeah.
make a lot of sense in retrospect.
Yeah. Okay, so how were you we've got the finding. How were you funding those deals?
All private money. So I was very passionate about what I was doing, and I would just kind of talk about it. And certainly that ostracized some of my friends. Some of my friends were like, Rich, just shut up. I don't want to hear any more about this stupid thing. But it attracted other people as well. And my first private money came from a fire pit where we were talking about they're going to increase the real estate taxes in the county. And I was sitting around with just a bunch of homeowners. Nobody was a real estate investor, just a bunch of homeowners. It was around a fire pit. And someone was complaining about the taxes going up. And I was like, well, I own like 15 or 20 homes in this county. I think that tax is really important because we need to upkeep a bunch of stuff in schools. And I was kind of making that contrarian argument. And the next morning, I got an email from a lady who never participated in the conversation. And she said, hey, I've got a bunch of money lying around. Would you consider using my money for some of your real estate transactions? And that was my first private money lender. And I still borrow their money till today. It's going to be
Yeah,
almost 15 years later.
that's sharp.
So, yeah. And another one was I was at a bouncy house at a kid's like at my kindergartner's birthday party, and like every other parent who has a child at one of those bouncy houses, you're like, I don't want it to float away. So I was like standing next to it, so my kid doesn't break their neck or they don't float away. And of course, another dad was doing the same thing, and we were just awkwardly standing there. And he was like, "Well, what do you do?" And I just started to talk to him about it. And he became very engaged with me, and he ended up being a big private money lender as well. So my private money lenders came from non-real estate people that I just kind of told what I was doing. And yeah, that's how I built that network.
That's sharp. Yeah, that's your story is really similar to my story raising
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
I
I
just
think a lot of people do it that way. Yeah.
yeah, you just get your story out there and what you're doing. And naturally, we're kind of passionate people and we, you know, uh, give off that excitement. And people want to be in real estate, but a lot of times they don't know how.